We can hear you. It's going out live. You just gotta be a little bit quieter so that you're not distracting them down there. So like you can talk about stuff in their hands and stuff, but you gotta be very quiet so the players don't learn any information. What's up, guys? Mike Knowles here on the scoreboard today. Our first match is Jonathan Gall versus Will Altizer. As we said before, we have our own Vanguard Knight with us and
Mickey
on the mics with us. So we're getting to game one. So I know John is playing a Dimensional Police deck.
Oh, those DPs.
D Police has always been known to be one of those annoying decks, to say the least. Of the 39 people, I think a majority of it was D Police for very good reasons. I mean, just the point boost, whether it's going to be for the Cosmic Heroes or just for the metal boards, it's just a very annoying deck to go against.
I fought them like 4 times today, got sweeped each time. I only won 1 time, and that's only because they couldn't hitch off the ride or get triggers whenever they wanted.
Yeah.
And that was like a blessing for me.
Right. Where you guys now see dashes under the player's name, we will be updating the damage as much as possible. And outside of that, we're going to be getting into it. So Will is now at 2.
I do believe Will is playing OTT, I think.
Yes, I think that's what it is. I couldn't really tell at first.
It's Solar Stride OTT. I mean, you don't really see. Yeah,
it's the Coco.
Yeah.
Coco.
You don't see Coco very often. It's
Well, she's on that mat, and she's on that mat, so there's Coco.
There's Coco everywhere.
Coco everywhere. Man, I could really go for some Coco now.
So Silent Tom's coming into play now.
Oh, Silent Tom.
That is something that you will see a lot lately, is that there's so many perfect guard or zero taking down, and that's just annoying. It's very annoying to me.
Exactly. Silent Tom is probably one of the best cards that OTT has, without a doubt. I mean, just the fact that it's able to restrict the opponent's guards. You don't see that very often. You only see that in things like either for the Vanguard with Metal Borgs or with the rear guards when it comes to with Gear Chronicles.
Now, if I think what Jonathan is doing, I'm assuming he's going to have the D-Police Break Ride and then have Metal Borg over it, which causes so much pressure.
Yeah, that's also a very, very annoying deck to go against. I had to face it earlier today with Die Kaiser and Sin Buster. That is a vicious combo. And there is the Die Kaiser right there. So we are, I guess, expecting to see the Sin Buster combo later on in this game.
I can tell you definitely he has that. We did a profile with Gall that we'll probably put up after this if we have time in between rounds. He is playing a nice mix of Kaiser and the Legion, which is some very nice early pressure if his opponent isn't knocking him in the stride range. And if not, you know, he has those very, very powerful Dimensional Police strides.
And it looks like he actually did just stride into something right there. I want to say it looks like X-Rogue.
That is definitely an X-Rogue.
Yep.
One thing for sure we can definitely tell forward is that OTT might be able to survive this because they have a lot of hand conservative, which you definitely need against D-Police.
Especially, yeah.
So if he can clump up all those grade zeros into his hand, you should be okay.
And I mean, like, especially even with the OTT strides, whether you're going to be using Kirin or Takumi Katsuchi. I mean, Takumi Katsuchi is one of those cards you have to use later on, but with Kirin, I mean, if it's on hit, it's a good pressure card to actually add cards to the hand and help fortify that defense. And it looks like he did drive check into a stand trigger.
Kind of useless though, considering he did not attack with his rear guard yet. It's, you know, it's a nice power boost, but it's not gonna do anything amazing. Oh, but
that crit on the other
critical
hand.
Trigger.
Yeah.
Looks like he hasn't gotten Laurel out yet. If he has it, which if you're a D-Police player,
he's definitely playing a Laurel.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I mean, I don't know a D-Police deck that doesn't have Laurel, honestly. I mean,
Bushword, if you're listening to this, you gotta ban some Laurel in America here. We really don't need it.
Yeah, that was what John brought up earlier when you were talking about his deck in the video. Is like, you know, everyone's going crazy about Laurel. It's just too good, and yes, it is.
I agree. I mean, Laurel is just, it helps fortify that deck without a doubt. I mean, just giving that extra pressure where the Vanguard can restand with that triple drive on top, it's just begging for it to just say, hey, you better guard me or else I'm going to get like 6 cards plus in the hand.
6 plus, and even if you don't guard, you still have to take all these extra columns I get from the triple drive check and the extra boost.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, back over to Will's turn now. See what he's going to do. So what do you guys think about the OTT's position against this deck? Outside of, you know, the card advantage really helps with the guarding.
It really depends on how fast he can get cards in the hand. OTT is known to actually be one of the best draw engines in the game. Like I said, it depends on how fast he can actually get those cards out. If he can get them out, then he can definitely try at least protect himself from the Break Ride Sin Buster combo.
Definitely, because at the time it looks like he has some pretty low damage and his hand is quite full, so that seems to be working well. And he just strided in.
There is the Kirin, like I mentioned earlier.
All right, so so for people that don't know, because I don't know, what does that stride do?
That stride, Kirin is 15k plus, and then he'll gain the 10k from the Coco. But whenever Kirin hits, he gets to look at the top 2 cards of the deck, take one of them into the hand, and then take the other to the bottom. So it does, like I said earlier, it will add more cards to the hand if Kieran hits.
It's mostly stacking, a lot of stacking.
It's a lot of stacking, legal stacking in this case.
Yeah, we're not promoting any cheaters here.
No, we should.
That's
I'll
not
say some
42,
Kieran,
it's
like some like Kieran talking to Kazuchi's, usually you'll see it in the Tsukiyomi deck, which is going to be insane, especially with the new Tsukiyomi Stride unit that was just announced recently.
Oh, here's a critical on Tom's.
Oh god, here comes Tom.
Full-on Tom assault.
And the second check was a
Third check.
perfect guard.
Ooh. Tom's going to be coming in there now.
Oh, that is going to be 26k
That's
critical
nasty.
3. He better have a perfect guard,
Yep,
and
he
he
does.
does. There we
That
go.
would have just been the game right there.
Yep,
Yeah.
that could have been a huge risk if he was running the new perfect guards, because you can't guard the rear guards at all with those.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
But-
he would have straight up got blown out because he would need 2 heal triggers to survive that.
Regardless, though, now he is at 4 damage. So the question is, does he have Simbuster already? And if
Yes.
so, that means he can definitely make a big counterattack.
I
move.
He might be able to win it if he
Even
can.
another Kaiser right here, just because Kaiser's ability is so strong.
That's true. I mean, the extra crit and just being able to break shields, that's just one thing you'll have to do, without a doubt.
Even if you use the Sin Buster thing, Sin Buster you can't use any other perfect guards guard. And plus, if you put grade 0s in, 1 grade 3, you keep losing them.
I mean, it's glory, glory, hallelujah when it comes to Simbuster. I mean, I have a song based on it. I don't think you guys want to hear my singing, so we'll do that later on.
Yeah, we can say that in case we run out of content.
Definitely.
We won't, because we filmed lots of stuff today.
Oh, the DPs.
So Jonathan's really going. Oh, never mind. All right, so he's staying on Kaiser, no ride, but he's going into X Tiger.
So he is actually trying to fortify more of a pressure. I mean, with for X Tiger, in case you guys don't know, it allows him to flip over 1 G unit, and it gets plus, I believe, what, 4,000 or 5,000?
Yeah, 4K. It's
4K. So it's already going to get an 8K boost. And the cool thing is that when it gets to, what was it, 42 or
42, 45, he gets plus crit.
yeah, and that's including drive checks or anything like that too. So if he checks triggers on top of that, the critical trigger the critical boost automatically goes in.
Yeah, as soon as you take that damage check, oh, is that a heal?
Alright.
Oh, we have to take 3 more.
Yeah,
Never
and
mind.
there's a perfect guard right there. I see
But
Laurel.
he did drive check a Laurel and a Kaiser, meaning he can ride Kaiser next turn and get that break ride.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
And
Now,
he's going after Silent Tom. A very good move because Tom is
Just
just
turn up their mics a bit.
now
so
on the
we can hear
bright
what's
side,
going
which
on.
what I have noticed is that Will is using the Oracle Think Tank old perfect guard, which means he has multiple. He can keep his Tom safe as much as he
right.
wants.
Yeah, a lot of people have been questioning whether to stick with the old perfect guards or just go for the new. It's really player preference, in my opinion. I mean, there are some people that really do like to unflip damage, especially if it's a major amount of counterblast. But in this kind of case, I mean, he's not really counterblasting that much, so it's definitely better off to use Shock a lot, in my opinion.
15 Vanguard. Energy roll skill.
Alright, let's see. We got an attack coming through, and it's going to be guarded by a critical trigger. Looks like a.
He's doing a no pass
Yep.
on the Vanguard attack, and it looks like an AK Vanilla. And the second check is
Silent
another Tom.
Tom.
So here comes another Tommy gun.
Yep. Is that a grade 2 he has on his other rear guard that he's attacking with now? I can't tell what unit that is.
That is the OTT Generation Break 1 user. When it's
12K checker, I think.
9, no, it's the one where if it boosts an attack on the Vanguard, he gets a counterblast. I believe counterblast 1 to draw a card.
Draw a card.
Yeah.
Or I think he has to either you draw a card and you get picks either put it on top or bottom.
Okay, so that is the grade 2 version, correct?
Yeah, it's the grade
Yeah.
2 version.
So we'll probably see at some point maybe an intercept because he wants to put that other Silent Toms down.
yeah.
Yeah. And you don't want to have those grade 3s on the field because if you lose the cards you can guard from your hand, you need the field interception.
Especially against something like Simbuster.
Actually, yeah, with Simbuster, it's actually kind of a reason maybe to keep it in hand, wait until the other Tom potentially dies.
Well, it could be either that or, like I said, if he wants to go for a finishing kill, then call 2 Toms. I've seen a lot of players like to do that. I mean, it really depends on how many cards he ends up, Jonathan will end up having in the hand at the time.
Well, Jod's about to go really hard here with
Yep.
that break ride skill.
And he's going
he gonna call it?
insane.
Oh, he already broke right in the Kaiser again.
Oh yeah, he did. I remember seeing that. It's just a matter of is he going to call the one that everyone hates, he who should not be named until he is placed on
Oh,
the
yeah,
field.
yeah, no, I know you're referring to.
Oh yeah,
Yep,
here,
alright,
there he
cool.
is. Freaking Commander Laurel.
Yep. This is like, you know, it's funny because this was a problem formats ago, even before G units and stuff. And it's like the fact that it's still a problem just speaks to its power.
Yeah.
And now it's even more OP. Like all mechs always do, you just got to overpower.
Oh
your
yeah,
opponent.
it's worse.
Exactly.
It's so
yeah.
much worse.
Power and I draw.
I literally have not played this game in a year and a half, and I know how bad it is.
And the crazy, another thing you need to take note here is that the column that the Vanguard's attacking with is actually 30K. Now, normally this wouldn't be a big problem, but now in this case, it's going against Coco, which is a 10K. So it does add another stage of guarding to go against in this kind of scenario. So it does force out more cards in the hand, and that makes Kaiser even more of a threat.
A key thing would be good to do in this scenario is try to snipe out as many extra rear guards you can, just to get him to consume hand consumption, and then he won't be able to power up his Vanguard with all the extra skills.
Right, yeah.
Sadly.
Yeah, it looks like the drive check didn't show anything, so that means Laurel won't be able to go off, but it still looks like an 8K column. Oh, God, 8K columns. I think so.
And Tom is out.
Well, there's only one Tom. Remember, he did drive check a Tom earlier, so he will be. We'll probably be seeing that in the next turn or two.
Yeah, I think he definitely kept it in his hand because now that he knows he runs stand triggers and stuff, I think he made the decision that he should keep it in his hand, and that's why you didn't see an intercept or anything like that.
His best way probably to do it is to use his Vanguard to take out all the high cards, like any purple cards, anything, and then to use Silent Tom to finish the blow.
Yeah. Looks like another strike coming up. It is another Kieran.
And there that goes the
There's
Tom.
the Tommy gun.
So I think it's kind of all in on Tom's right here, right? Like get some nice triggers, put it on Tom, and hope it comes through.
Yeah, especially seeing how Jonathan's at 4 damage. It's just really a critical way, and just some
Alright, here we go.
Let's just see.
There we go.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Grade 2.
Stand trigger?
Crit.
There's a crit.
Yeah.
So he did let the attack go through, so it is going to be hitting for 2. He does need to
Wow.
heal to stay
Here we
alive
go.
in this one.
Here we go.
Nope. All right, let's see what we got.
No. Doesn't stand.
That's
All right.
game.
Game 1.
Game 1 goes to Will.
Very nicely played. Very nicely
Yeah.
played.
Yeah, even if he did guard, I mean, he still have to deal with Silent Tom with being a 21 crit 2 with the no greed 0 guard effect. That means he still had him one way or another, which is really nice.
That
so
is the
give him a
one
stride.
advantage OTT has against Deep Police. It is very much easier to build up hand than other players can.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, like we said earlier, OTT has the best draw engine in the game, and that's not really something that can be accommodated for, I mean, at least very easily. I mean, there are certain clans like Gold Paladins have their Josephus, Grand Blue, as much as I love saying Grand Blue because that's actually my main clan, has Sea-Strong and things like that. But OTT has just had so many different draw effects that it just makes so much more of a guard when you're using it for a defense mechanism. And even on offense, I mean, it just gives you more variety to actually work with on that. It looks like they are going to send up for round 2, and yeah, we're just waiting on round 2 right now. And let's see, I believe for the other top 8, I mean, we did see a good amount of variety in top 8. I mean, because OTT is, I think he was the only OTT player I saw in the tournament today, and him being in top 8 says a lot. We have a Gear Chronicle player.
Revenger.
Yep, we have a Shadow Paladin player. We have, I believe, 2 cross players as well. And then I believe
Royal. There's a Royal player.
there is a Royal player.
Yep,
Oh, that's
we
right, yeah,
have
the Alt Mile.
No, he's not using Ultimile.
Really, what's he using?
He uses Thing Saver / Wingull.
Oh, okay, so it's a pure Legion Seeker deck then. But
Almost.
with strides, I guess, yeah. But
And it still uses the whole Sword of Me push.
All right, so while we have a break here, players taking their Vulcans, I just want to just announce where other top 8 members are.
Yeah.
This is from 8th place to 1st. So at 8th came Jonathan Gall, who we're seeing right now, Corbin Morris, Gregory Diploma, Lee Dong, Jose Perez, Gabriel
Ayala. I drove with him.
Greg Carl, and Will Altizer. So congratulations to all of you who are currently playing on our other tables nearby. You can see some players in the background right now. Very nice top 8 from what I saw. All of our commentators who were set up to come originally are in the top 8, so it speaks to their skill. And you guys are great, though, so glad to have you here.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right, so it looks like players are resolving their mulligans.
It looks like Will's already ridden into grade 1.
Yep, he is using the new AK panel. I don't remember the name because that name is so weird for me to say.
Yeah.
He rode into...
The only thing different than the old one is that this one has machine guns.
Yep.
And is
There's nothing wrong with machine guns.
John's
Nothing
going
is
into a
wrong.
perfect guard turn 1, so that's not the best thing.
But he did drive check his stand trigger, so that 1 to pass did go through, which is really nice. And there's a generation making the alert.
but
Diviner. I remember it's like Divine or
yeah,
something.
but it still only works on the rear guard, so he has no use for it.
And it's a GB1, so it's going to have to take a while for
It
it
takes
anyway.
time. Which is the one weakness to GB1 skills. It's you always have to wait till like eventually.
I call it balanced.
It is balanced. It is quite balanced.
So swinging it, he's doing a no pass on that
Wait,
attack.
so Laurel's balanced too, right? You have to rest all of your rear guards.
That's not balanced.
No, that's not balanced. What are you talking about?
What are you talking
He
about?
did dry check a heal trigger though, and he gave it to his rear guard. What is that rear guard?
You're getting, and if you use it off with a stride skill, you're getting more than double your field.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Anytime I was fighting Deep Police today, every time their hands was like 10, 13, 12.
One guy had 21 cards in his hand.
I mean, you normally can't do that unless you're constantly spamming like.
Well, it's also the
attacks.
question of why would you let it hit? If you have Laurel and you see a great stride on the field, you don't let that hit unless you can't let that hit, or unless you have no ability to not let that hit, if they know what I'm talking about. All right, and we have the Susanoo on the field, and Lulu is coming out with a Soul Blast and draw, so that is going to be going off.
Yeah, but you always have to remember this: if you can either risk in 2 attacks only, or then an attack and then plus boosted 2 different boosted rear guards, which is always the tough call you want to make, and it's a really tough decision.
So he did call no Susanoo, he did block it, and we are going for the Vanguard. It is a Coco, and the second check is
Perfect guard.
Chocolat. I'm just trying to figure out what the heck that last rear guard is. Is that Weather Girl Ramuni?
Not sure. It's a good guess at least.
Because that's the, in case you guys don't know what Weather Girl Ramuni is, it's a grade 2 AK. If it gets retired while it's the rear guard, the opponent, the wheel gets to draw a card.
Right.
So I guess it's making it so that, hey, don't attack my rear guards.
I think this will probably be an X Rogue, I would
It gives him a taunting thing, because either keep the rear guard or let me draw more cards. Either way, I don't care.
No, we
He's
have...
going for Atmos.
Ooh, wow.
Okay, so this is very nice. So we talked to Gall earlier. He couldn't get his 3rd X Tiger, so he played this, and apparently it's been working out really well for him. So.
Atmos is an excellent pressure card, in my opinion.
It is a great pressure card.
I mean, being able to just swing it with 1 counterblast being 36k unboosted, it makes it so that, I mean, it's either no guard, perfect guard, or you're losing your hand.
I've always considered using it myself.
I consider that more of a card that a lot of people can attack. Atmos is probably one of those cards that people will be seeing for a while. Him and maybe even Bliza if you're going to be using a lot more G units to flip over.
Stand trigger.
Yep. Oh god, here comes the Cosmic Hero combos.
That's one thing I hate about it, especially if you have Laurel and you use stand triggers, and then you just keep standing them, and then just keep using Laurel again.
And then just see more and more point boosts over and over again. It's just annoying.
And I don't think I've ever seen anyone pull that off.
So obviously, John's thinking about where he wants this next attack to go. Where do you think? I didn't hear what he said, but where do you think he's attacking here? Vanguard or?
I'd assume be the Vanguard. I mean, there was no point boost on the Vanguard right now, so I'd say just go for it.
Will still only has 1 damage, so he wants to get some pressure on there before he goes full assault.
Okay. I don't know what any of his rear guards do right now, so I wasn't sure there was something else important going on.
For whose rear guards? Jonathan's or Will's?
Will's.
He has two Susanos.
Yep. So that's the Chrono Jet clone, I guess you could say, for OTT, but of course different effects.
He just has the regular generic gold 8K and his starter, which now really doesn't do much since it was already taken out of the soul.
Lulu still did the good plus though, and that's really good.
Because when Lulu comes out of the soul, you can take 2 more cards out, and then if there's an empty soul, you can draw a card.
No, it's just take out 2 to draw a card. Coco's the one where if you're 1 or less, you counterblast 2 to draw 2 cards.
Right. But the way it looks like he doesn't seem to be planning to go for Coco, because if he's already has some soul in there.
I mean, he's already got Susanoo on the field, so there's no reason to actually
have Coco come in.
Especially it's 11k body versus a 10k body. And he did get the heal trigger, so power is going to his other rear guard.
Takes away that damage that he worked so hard to get on him.
The score's right now 3-1, I want to say.
Yes, that 3rd damage. I'm trying to update. I think I'm just going to start updating at the end of every turn.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'll do this right now as it is. Yes, you can find damage right next to our card fight series, our 2nd series logo in the center. On the side, you have our game wins. So obviously, Will's up 1 right now, and then players and their deck names.
So they just call their deck name Dementia Police in OTT?
Well, I just put that because we don't have their deck list, and so I just put something so we can.
Everyone had some when people have pretty clever deck names they like.
Yeah.
Those probably get uploaded later.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll be on the air.
Yeah, well, when we upload these to YouTube, we will give them the actual deck names because we'll have the deck list with that on there.
Okay. Kind of lost track where we were.
22 Vanguard.
Alright, so it looks like the Vanguard attack is going in.
21 to the Vanguard.
Oh, he's going for the rear guard, and then it's going to be 21.
I did get the heal trigger. So 16 plus 12.
Alright, look, it's just down to you and me as we're one commentator is sadly leaving us now, but we will get through.
It's all good. I tend to talk too much according to some people, so I guess we'll be working okay with that. I'm pretty sure the comment section is always going to be like, could this guy shut up?
I'm going to find...
And it looks like he is doing another stride. And he strided into X-Rogue, so we will be seeing another big pressure point coming in.
As fast as we lost a commentator, we have a new one right in his place. What's your name, sir?
Andy.
Andy, well, welcome on to the live stream.
Hey, easy come, easy go on these commentators.
Yeah, apparently.
So let's see. He did stride into X Rogue, and oh god, I hate Laurel so much.
It's a good card.
Oh yeah, and there is a perfect guard. Like I said earlier, having OTT being the Chocolat perfect guards is going to be better in this case. Just in case Deep Fleece likes to go after the rear guards in that kind of scenario.
Yeah.
Looks like the point boost is going to his rear guard. Another point boost to the rear guard, and it's a heal trigger. So
Too good.
that is a +10 column on the left, or at least where we're seeing it from their standpoint. And wow, that is a triple trigger right there. So that column is +15. I want to say it's 2 critical extra, so it is going to be hit for 3 damage. I think it's safe to say he's going to be guarding that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's say he doesn't want to put himself in a losing position.
Yeah, being at 4 damage, that's quickly. No, I wouldn't want to do that way either. And he is going for another stride. Is it Kieran again? Yep, he is going for Kieran. That ability just helps out so much. Just on its pressure, it allows you to add cards to the hand. It allows you to take all those non-triggers to the bottom.
Yeah.
It's just a good card in general for OTT.
Yeah.
And there is Tom.
Ooh.
All OTT players' favorite card to work with.
First, critical power. Second.
And he's allowing Kieran to hit. I mean, he is. Oh god,
Whoop,
crit
that's
power,
critical.
power to Tom. So it
John's
is hit
just
for
been
2
like
damage.
really ballsy with taking these hits, and
I think
doesn't
he's-
look like it's working out for him.
Well, it's 'cause-
Oh,
it's
God.
really not working out for him.
No.
Yeah, as soon as you said it was going to work out for him, it didn't work out.
No,
for him.
I was saying it wasn't working out for him.
Oh,
and it
yeah.
just really didn't work
Oh
out
yeah,
for
good
him.
call, good call. Oh my god, there goes 2 Laurels to the damage zone.
Wow, that's
So that Laurel
That is
yeah.
gonna stop him right there.
Luckily, OTT doesn't have that much on field destruction, so that Laurel will be staying on the field. Either way,
But if he can block it,
that's
he's good.
26k Tom, and the 6 damage comes in.
Yep.
Oh
game.
wow,
And is that a heal?
Oh,
No,
no.
it looks like it is game. Yeah.
that's game.
Oh,
5-1.
Will
Wow.
Altizer.
Will also
Oh,
taking game 1 of top 8 here.
You said Will was our top seed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is our top seed today. He
Did
is
he go
the number 1
undefeated?
player.
Yeah, he has not lost all day.
I don't know. Let me see. 15 points. Yep, that's undefeated.
Yeah.
No. It's 15 points is 5 wins.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
He is
Oh,
5
yeah.
and 1, so he
5
did
and 1.
lose 1 game. I wonder
did lose one
who
game.
he lost to.
Yeah.
Well, he might have
'cause
also
wait.
taken the. He might have also. No, draw was 1 point. Never mind. Draw was 1 point.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it is an actual loss, but still, even then, that is. Oof.
Silent Tom
Yeah.
putting in work.
Tom always puts in work.
We didn't even see
Yeah.
Tom that game. Like that was just. I don't know. I feel like
Tom
John
came
did-
in right at the right moment.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, game 1 it was, but I feel like John just really made some unnecessary risks. In
I
that
think
game.
honestly
Yeah.
that last move he did, we already
Yeah.
had 2 damage. I mean, it's
I-
one thing, but you have to realize OTT they play either crits or heals.
Yeah.
You don't see him play stands. You don't see him play draws. So you're gonna expect to see critical triggers on that kind of in those kind of decks. So he should have anticipated that and at least try to make some kind of an effort to guard it.
All right. Well, as bad as it turned out for John.